Bcom semester 3 economics chapter number 2. Welcome guys. Today is the second lecture of your second chapter, that is national income. And guys, we already have discussed about the introduction, definition, and we also have seen the importance of measuring national income, that why should we measure the national income. Then we also have discussed three different methods of measuring national income. The one is product method, the other is income method, and the third is expenditure method. So we already have discussed this thing. Then at last we were discussing about the net national product, that what is net national product and how can we calculate net national product. By deducting the depreciation from gross national product, we will get net national product. Now, today we will discuss about nominal GNP and real GNP. So, guys, what are these two terms? What is nominal GNP and what is real GNP? So, before starting this point, we first need to understand about. So, guys, first of all, we will see that what is nominal national income. Guys, nominal national income is measured at current market price. Means whatever the production that has been done in a year. Means in a year, whatever the production of goods and services has been done, when we multiply those production with the market price, current market price, then it will be considered as a nominal GNP. Guys, again I will say, whatever the production of goods and services in a year in a country will be multiplied with current market price, then we will get nominal GNP. So I will read in it that nominal national income is measured at current market price. As market price change, national income changes. So as we have got the national income from the multiplication of total production of goods and services with the current market price of goods and services. So when the price changes, we will also get the change in national income, because when the price increases, we will get increased national income, and when the price decreases, we will get decreased national income. So with the changes of the price, there will be the change in the national income. So guys, if price remain constant year after year, then changes in nominal GNP will reflect accurately the underlying changes in the production. So guys, if we want to know about the accurate increase in the production or the accurate situation of the production, then price needs to be remain same year after year, so that we can know that how much production we have increased, so that we also know about the rate of growth in a country of the economy. So the ultimate purpose of nominal GNP and real GNP is to know about the growth rate of the economy of a particular country. If the price remain constant, guys, please listen carefully. If the price remain constant, if there will be no change in the price, then and then we can know about the increment of the product and services production. So guys, if the price will remain the same, if we will get more national income, we will get more national income than previous year, then we can say that okay, now we have produced more than the previous year. But if the price will change, if the price will increase, we will get more national income, but it might be possible that the increased national income might got from the increment in the price, and it may be possible that we have not increased in the production of goods and services also. So guys, it is very important to know about that whatever the increment in the national income we get, that will come from either from the increment in the production, or we have got from the increment in the price. So this distinguish must be clear by everyone. So again, I will read this para. Nominal national income is measured at current market price. As market price changes, national income changes. If price remain constant year after year, then changes in nominal GNP will reflect accurately the underlying changes in production. But price rise or inflation occurs, now national income may go up even if it does not increase at all over the previous year. So as the price increases, we will get increased national income. but it does not mean that we have increased our production. So guys, we need to focus on increasing the production day by day. Each and every country wants to increase their production of goods and services so that it can satisfy all the needs has been occurred in a country. But what happens that when we calculate the national income, we will get higher national income than the previous year. But it may be possible that it might be possible that the higher national income as we have got from the previous year may be caused or maybe due to the increment in the price of the product. So we also need to focus on that whether we have increased our production or not. So it must be focused on the increment of the production of goods and services in a year than the previous year. This is due to rise in prices. We have to eliminate the price change so that the figure does not reflect the true measure of economic growth. National income thus obtained is called as real income or real GNP or GNP at constant price. The GNP estimated at current market price is called nominal, and GNP estimated at constant price is called real GNP. So guys, there are two different term. The one is nominal GNP, the other is real GNP. When we calculate when we calculate our national income by current market price of the product, then it will be considered as a nominal GNP. But when we calculate the national income by multiplying the production with constant price that we use every year, so when we use the constant price for the value of goods and services produced in a year, then it will be considered as a real GNP. So guys, there are two different terms that we have understood. Now we will move further to see the difference between GDP and GNP. So guys, we need to focus on these two terms only. What is the difference between GDP and GNP? So guys, here we will see GDP means gross domestic product and GNP means gross national product. So in these two terms, first we will see GDP. So GDP focus on the domestic product, means the total production of goods and services occurred in a country, whether it is produced by the citizens of the country or whether it is produced by the foreigner of the country. If a foreign country comes to, if a foreign company or a foreign citizen come to our country and do the production of goods and services, then it will be also considered in the GDP. So guys, what are the things that are included in the GDP? We will see that value of national output produced in a country. The total output that has been produced in a country will be considered in the GDP. But you need to focus on the thing that in the country. So whatever the total output has been done in a country is considered in a GDP. Three things that are that we need to include in it. The first one is national income, national output, and national expenditure. And it also includes income of foreign multinationals. So foreign multinational come to our country, and when they do the production in our country, then it will be also considered in the GDP. So GDP means the total production of goods and services done in the geographical area of a particular country is known as GDP. Now, no matter who do the production, whether it is the Indian citizens or whether it is a person who comes from other country, but when the production done in the geographical area of a single country, then it will be considered as a GDP, gross domestic product. Now guys, we will see what is GNP, gross national product. Gross national product focuses on the nationality of a person. So a person must be a citizen of our country, then it will be considered in it. So GNP means GDP plus net property income from abroad, excluded income earned by multinational when profit is sent back to other country. So guys, what is GNP? GNP will also be the same thing, but we need to focus on two different things. The first one is it is a total production of goods and services which is done by only the Indian citizens, only the citizen of a particular country. Now if a citizen of India go to the outside of the country and he does the production over there, then this will also be considered in the GNP, but it must be taken the production number from the citizen of a particular country also. So guys, we need to focus on the nationality, and we also excluded the production which is done in our country but which is done by some foreigners, or some of the companies which who send their profit to the foreign countries. So what is GNP? GNP means the total production of goods and services done by the citizen of a particular country, whether in the geographical area of a country or outside of the country. But if he is the citizen of a particular country, then this will be considered as a GNP. So under the GNP, we will not consider the production that is done by some multinational companies. So this is what the GNP is. Now guys, we will move further with our next topic, that is difficulties in measuring national income. So guys, what are the difficulties that we face in measuring national income? The first one is lack of reliable data. We don't get reliable data about the production of goods and services from our country. So this will create a problem in calculating, or we can say measuring national income. The second one is existence of non-monetized sector. Now, what is non-monetized sectors? There are some sectors who gives the services, but we cannot monetize those services in a monetary form. We cannot value those product in a monetary form. Let's see. The soundness of national income estimates is affected by only if there exists a large non-monetized sector. This creates valuation problem. In the LDC, there exists an unorganized barter economy where money is not used for transaction purpose. So guys, in the many rural areas, even now, people use barter system, means to exchange goods and services to get the goods and services. There is no use of money. So in this kind of case, they will use only the goods in the change of goods. So there will be the problem of monetary form of those product. So we will again have the difficulty to measure national income for such kind of situation. And the third point of difficulty in measuring national income is difficulties in classification of working population. Now, there is also the difficulties in classification of working population. Means whatever the income working people get, we will face the problem. What's the problem is, let's see, in India, working population is not clearly defined. For instance, agriculturists in India are not engaged in agriculture round the year. Obviously, in off season, they engage themselves in alternative occupation. In such a case, it is difficult to identify their income to a particular occupation. So guys, based on the explanation, we can see that the farmer of our country, there are a lot of farmers who just do the farming on a particular season. Rest of the time, rest of the months, they are engaged in some different activities to earn the money. So in this kind of case, it is very difficult to know about the income from a particular working person, that whether the person is totally dependent on the farming, or it is he is totally dependent on some other occupation. So it is very difficult to identify this source of income, and again we will face the difficulty in difficulties in measuring national income. And the fourth point is illegal income. So guys, what is illegal income? The income which is come from, or we can say it is derived from the activities which is prohibited by the government. We will see in it. Finally, illegal incomes are not reported in national income accounts. In other words, illegal forms of economic activity and illegal activities that are not reported to the authority for the purpose of paying taxes are left from national income accounts. So guys, there are many people in India who just don't want to pay the taxes. So they hide their income so that they need to pay tax less. And for these purposes, they don't show the actual income of theirs. And we can say the income on which the tax is not paid are considered as a illegal income. So these kind of things also happen usually in our country, and this is also create a problem for measuring the national income correctly. So there are four different difficulties for measuring national income in India. The first one is lack of reliable data. We don't get accurate data. The second thing is existence of non-monetized sector. There are certain sector which we do not monetize. We cannot value in a monetary form. And the third one is difficulties in classification of working population. There are some people who do the different works based on the season. So this will also create a problem in measuring national income. And the fourth one is illegal income. As I have said just now, that the people who do not pay the tax, or the person who want to be saved from the taxation, then he will hide his income and he will be saved from the taxation, but this will create again the problem in measuring national income. And we can say the income on which we, if we are eligible to pay the tax, but though being the eligible we do not pay the tax and we hide our income, then this will be considered as a illegal income. Now guys, we will see per capita income. What is per capita income? Guys, per capita income is a very basic concept. Means when we divide the national income by the total number of people in a country, or we can say by the population of the country, we will get per capita income. It means it is a share. It is a share goes to an individual from the national income. We can say that. So when we divide the total national income by the number of people in a country, or the population in a country, we will get per capita income. We will read in it. Per capita income or average income measures the average income and earned per person in a given area, city, region, country, etc. in a specific year, which is known as per capita income. It is calculated by, guys, you need to focus on this line. It is calculated by dividing the area's total income. As a area, we will see the country. So it is calculated by the country's total income by its total population. Means when we divide country's total income by the total population, we will get per capita income. And again we will read in it. Per capita income is the national income divided by the population size. Per capita income is often used to measure sectors average income and compare the wealth of different population. Per capita income is often used to measure country's standard of living. It is usually expressed in terms of a commonly used international currency such as euro or United States dollar, and is useful because it is widely known, is easily calculable from readily available gross domestic product and population estimates, and produce the useful statistics for comparison of wealth between sovereign territories. This helps to ascertain the country's development status. It is one of the three measures for calculating human development index of a country. Per capita income is also called average income. So guys, based on this explanation, we can say that by calculating the per capita income, we can know about the living standard of the people, that whether the living standard of the people are good or not. We can also compare our country's living people's living standard with other countries people living standard. So generally the per capita income is measured in the currency which is popularly known worldwide. So based on this, we can also calculate the human development index based on the per capita income. And the last thing is, per capita income is also known as average income, because we need to do the division of total income with the population of the country. So we will get per person's income, and by this way we can get the average income. We can also say the average income to the per capita income. So guys, this is what all about per capita income. Now we will move further. Causes of slow growth of national income in India. So here guys, we have the point, that is causes of slow growth of national income in India. Why there is a slow growth rate of economy in our country, in India? So there are certain reasons. The first one is high growth rate of population. In India there is a high rate of population, so that there is a slow growth rate in India, because when the rate of population is high, there will be low rate of per capita income, because when the population is less, we will get more per capita income, but when we need to divide by the large number of population, we will get the low per capita income. So guys, this is the ultimate reason, ultimate cause after the low growth rate of, or we can say slow growth rate of national income in India. The second cause is excessive dependence on agriculture. Our country is totally dependent on agriculture. So at present, it is good that we get at least 50% of contribution from service sector. But even though we also largely depend on the agriculture, so it is very important to switch over to the industrial sector to boost our economy, or so that we can get the higher rate of national income. So this is also one of the major cause to for the slow rate of national income. Third one is occupational structure. Guys, the peculiar occupational structure is also responsible for the slow growth rate of national income in the country. At present, about 66% of the working force is engaged in agriculture. So the large number of people are engaged with agriculture sector, and this is why we have the less people who are engaged with industrial sector and the service sector, and this is also one of the main cause to the slow rate of national income in India. The fourth one is low level of technology and its poor adoption. In India we do not have modern technology, and also there are some resistance to adopt the modern technology. So guys, this is also one of the main reason behind the low rate of national income calculation. In India, low level of technology is also mostly responsible for its slow growth of national income. Moreover, whatever technology that has been developed in the country is not properly utilized in its production process, leading to slow growth rate of national income in a country. So there are resistance. We can say that people are not just that much aware, or we can say people are not ready to adopt new technology and to implement, or we can say to follow or to apply those technology in their production system. If they apply such kind of modern technology in the production system, they can produce the goods at lower cost. But this kind of things not happen in our country. So this is also one of the reason behind the slow rate of national income. Then poor industrial development in our country. The industrial development is also very poor, because majority of the people are associated with the agriculture sector. So there is low rate of the growth in the industrial sector, and this is also the cause of slow growth rate of national income. Poor development of infrastructural facilities. In our country, the infrastructural facility is also very poor. Likewise, transportation facility, communication facility, power, irrigation, all these things are not as strong as other developed countries. So when the companies, or we can say industries, do not get such kind of infrastructural facility, they cannot enhance their capacity of producing goods and services. So this is also one of the cause of slow growth rate of national income. The seventh point is poor rate of saving and investment. In our country, generally people believes in saving the money, but whatever the saving has been occurred, when the saving will be utilized as an investment, then the growth rate will be increased also. We can raise our growth rate. So in our country like India, people generally believing in saving their money. They are not much ready about their investment, and they do not want to take risk at a higher level. So uh, whatever the saving has been done, are not invested properly, and also we have the low rate of saving and low rate of investment. Now, socio-political conditions are also there. Socio-political conditions prevailing in the country are also not very much conducive toward rapid development. Peculiar social institutions like caste system, joint family system, fatalism, illiteracy, unstable political scenario, etc. are the responsible for slow growth of national income in a country. So, guys, whatever the social and political conditions are there in our country are not much favorable for the high growth rate of the national income, because the political parties and the political situation are often changed, and also the society or in our country has been developed according to the caste based on the different culture, and based on this there are vast variety of people in India, and they have adopted different kind of cultures and the religions, and also they lives as a joint family. Some of them lives as a single individual family. So this kind of variety are available in our country, and based on this an industry do not get much growth to produce goods and services, and this is also affect to the high growth rate of national income in our country. And guys, this is the last point of your chapter, that is suggestion to raise growth rate of national income in India. There are certain suggestions which we need to follow to raise our growth rate of national income. What are they? First of all, development of agricultural sector. We need to develop our agricultural sector. We need to do the farming more with using more and modern technology, and we need to use highly qualitative fertilizer also, so that with the low cost, or we can say with the minimized cost, we can produce more grains from the agriculture sector. So this is how we can develop our agriculture sector, because the large number of people are associated with this sector. Now the second thing is development of industrial sector. We also need to focus on the industrial sector, because majority of the people are associated with farming and associated with the agriculture sector. So there is low rate of growth in the industrial sector in our country. So we also need to focus on the growth or the development of industrial sector. Now the third thing is raising the rate of saving and the investment. We also need to focus on the saving and investment, means there should be the higher rate of saving and investment of our country. When we are successfully done this, we can increase the rate of growth of national income in our country. The fourth point is development of infrastructure. There must be a good infrastructure of transportation, of communication, of power, of irrigation. So all these basic needs should be have good quality, should have good quality, and should be given to each and every individual in our country. When there is high quality infrastructural, or we can say highly developed infrastructure is available in our country, it will boost our economy by raising the rate of growth of national income in our country. And the next point we have on the screen is utilization of natural resources. Means whatever the natural resources we are having, whether it is a land, whether it is a water, whether it is a sunlight, whatever the natural resources we are having, we need to utilize them properly, so that by using those resources we can improve, or we can say we can increase our production, and we can increase also, we can raise the growth rate of national income in our country. The next point on the screen is removal of inequality. In our country like India, there is vast inequality, or we can say there is a major inequality of income distribution. So there must be a removal of inequality in our country. 7 point is containing the growth of population. In our country, the growth of population is very high. Every year we have grown our population at a rapid rate of growing, so that we need to control the growth rate of the population. We need to uh, spread such message in our country, so that our population can get controlled, and by this way we can also get high rate of national income. Now the next thing is balanced growth. In order to attain a higher rate of economic growth, different sector of the country should grow simultaneously so as to attain inter-sectoral balance in a country. In our country, we have the major contribution from the service sector and the agriculture sector. But in the from the industrial sector, we have less contribution in our national income. So that we also need to maintain the balance of each and every sector. From that we can get the contribution to the national income. So in the countries like India, we need to also we need to do the focus on industrial sector from which we can get maximum contribution to the national income. By this way, when we have the balanced growth from all the sectors that we are having of the source as a source, we will get the high growth rate of national income. The next thing is higher growth of foreign trade. Foreign trade can also contribute positively toward the growth of national income of the country. Therefore, positive steps should be taken to attain a higher rate of growth in foreign trade of the country. We also need to do the focus on doing more exports. So when we increase our export, we will get uh, the exchange of foreign currencies in our country, and by this way we can boost our economy. By this way we can get the increment in the national income. And the last point is economic liberalization. So guys, what does it say? In order to develop the different sector of the country, the government should liberalize the economy to considerable extent by removing unnecessary hurdles and obstacles in the path of development. This would improve the productivity of different productive sectors. So guys, as there is a liberalization in our country, government also need to do the focus on uh, we can say promoting the entrepreneurship in our country, so that each and every person start a business, each and every person wants to invest their money, so that he will convert his saving into the investment and he will do some production work. By this way he will also provide some employment to the people, and he will also produce some goods and services, and he will serve to the people of the nation. By this way we can develop our economy. By this way we can get the high rate of growth in the national income. So guys, that's it for today. In this chapter we are concluding this chapter. If you are left with any queries or the confusion, you can ask me by any way you can, and you will get this video on my YouTube channel. So whenever I will send the link of this video in your WhatsApp group, you just need to attend this lecture. You also need to make notes of some of the important points from this chapter, so that you can use your note for the exam preparation. Thank you guys. Goodbye. Good night.